Highland Park High School. During the day, it is host to approximately 2,000 students and staff, and over 100 classes. But overnight, the story becomes otherwise. On some nights, reports of strange noises and movements are made by custodians and night watchmen, claiming the impossible events. These are their stories, unveiled for the first time to answer the big question.
I saw a cloudy figure in the deep end.
And I heard a noise, and I was like looking around thinking someone was in the bathroom and nobody was there.
At about 2:30 in the morning, heard a little girl giggle.
Is Highland Park High School haunted?
Are we alone? When did life begin on planet Earth? What happens to us after we die? These are all questions mankind has been asking since the beginning of recorded history. Scientists are trying day and night to find the answers to these questions, but have only come up with so little. But perhaps we can find the answers to the questions without a PhD on our own.
Highland Park is an average school, normal students, a fine staff. But there are some mysterious facts about Highland Park High School that most students aren't aware of. For example, in 1965, the exhibition gym was used as a temporary morgue for the victims in a plane crash in Lake Michigan. The Boeing 727 crashed on August 16th, with 30 casualties and no survivors. The report claims that it was unable to determine the reason for the aircraft being leveled off. This incident could have disturbed some souls that still wander our halls today. But perhaps the most intriguing story is that of a boy.
There's a little boy, supposedly. He was killed on Vine Avenue. He was struck by either a truck or a car. And supposedly every Halloween people see him. And he's crossing the street and people think that he's real. And when they try to slam on their brakes or tell him to stop, there's nobody there. He just disappears.
Like a boy was hit by a car. It was a long time ago, but I'm not sure, how long ago. And this one I don't know anything about. But apparently it's kind of a famous rumor because a lot of people have kind of heard about it. So apparently he appears to some people, he appears to some bus drivers and some people late at night or on dark nights or, kind of saying, hey, you guys are driving too fast or whatever.
Although this story is incredibly popular, there is no evidence or public files supporting that this event ever occurred, leaving the story of the little boy a mystery. Along with the story of the boy, there is also a story of a girl. Although this one has no evidence as well, it does have some witnesses. Ryan is a night watchman here at HPHS and has shared with us a remarkable story and what he has heard.
There's another story that this I've heard from not only being here, but when I was in high school at GBN, that none of the swimmers want to swim in, I believe it's the 6th lane, because there's a window, and the story is a girl drowned herself in the pool, and if you swim by that lane in the window, you can actually see her reflection and everything else in the window. There have been a couple times that you hear stuff and see things, just strange noises. There's one night I was working, and at about 2:30 in the morning, heard a little girl giggle, and heard her come from down by the dean's office. Me and my partner, we went down to look for it. Didn't see it. We heard it down the hall towards a boot pole. Basically, we followed the little giggle around the building. 3:30 in the morning, no one's in the building, completely locked down. Couldn't figure out where the little girl was laughing from it.
Someone else you might be more familiar with is Miss D, who also claims to have seen something strikingly similar.
One time I was swimming by myself, and I used to swim in the morning, and I saw a cloudy figure in the deep end and immediately got out of the pool because it scared me to death.
Could this be evidence of spirits living on after their bodies die? I think we will always be asking these questions. To me, it seems that there is no scientific field that can prove or disprove the validity of ghosts. But with the story of the boy, the morgue, the girl, it comes up with compelling evidence. But in the end, all in all, we can only conclude it remains a mystery.